And we go now from the White House, history in the making here in New York. Take a look at this. You see the beam there on the left-hand side of your screen? This is the steel column that was put in place there at One World Trade Center just about 40 minutes ago there, making this building, also called Freedom Tower, the tallest building in New York here as it stands on this solemn, significant day there in Ground Zero. Let's just dip in and listen. You're about to hear from Patrick Foye. He's executive director of the New York, New Jersey Port Authority there. Part of the brains behind this building, if you will.
Governor Smith and Rascott began construction of the tower in March 1930, amidst the Depression. With remarkable speed, on May 1st, 1931, the Empire State Building was completed, becoming the tallest building in the world at 1,250 feet. At the time, the Empire State Building symbolized hope for a country mired in the worst of economic times and set a standard for high-rise office building development. Fast forward about 70 years to the weeks and months after the 9/11 attacks, when terrorists murdered nearly 3,000 people on this site. In response to those brutal attacks, numerous stakeholders, including the Port Authority, elected officials, federal, state, and local, Larry Silverstein and others, banded together with the same fervor and passion as Governor Al Smith. They all wanted to see a landmark building rise on the site as a sign of hope and rebirth, to show we would not be defeated by the terrorist actions. While the planning process that followed was long and arduous, the ultimate goal of all, including the Port Authority, never wavered. And today, our collective perseverance is reflected with this soaring symbol of fortitude, of rebirth and renewal and determination, and of good old American ingenuity and hard work. Enormous capital has been invested in this project. Financial capital, yes, but also emotional capital and plain old physical hard work. What we've built is not only the tallest skyscraper in New York, it is a tower that will be the safest and most secure in the world, one that will also be the most environmentally sustainable office building of its size anywhere. It is truly a world-class office space where you feel like you can look out over the world. It will anchor Lower Manhattan and its rebirth for many generations to come. To get to this point, it's taken the hard work and dedication of approximately 1,000 union construction workers, working at heights hundreds of feet above street level. They've installed 37,000 tons of steel, nearly 200,000 cubic yards of concrete, enough, by the way, for a 4-foot wide sidewalk from here to Chicago, and 1 million square feet of glass facade, enough to cover 20 NFL football fields. Once One World Trade Center opens, likely in early 2014, it will not only be a place to work, it will be a place to shop, eat, and be entertained. It will also be a prime tourist destination for international and national travelers who will come to remember and honor the past and to marvel at this amazing rebirth, the building's stunning height, and at the spectacular views you will get from the observation deck at the top. And speaking of visuals, tonight the building will be lit blue and white, the official colors of the Port Authority, in celebration of today's milestone. To those who doubted the building's commercial viability, we are proud to say that we've leased about 55% of the tower, more than 1.5 years before it is completed. A remarkable achievement in any real estate market, but especially the current one.
Remarkable, this building. I mean, what I can't help but think about, you see these construction workers. Folks, this building now is officially, let me look at my notes, officially today, 1,271 feet above ground. He was just mentioning how these workers, you know, for many, many months have been working hundreds of feet above Manhattan. Can you imagine? Coming up pretty shortly here, we're actually going to be talking to a lead designer behind this building, behind Freedom Tower, behind One World Trade Center. And we'll talk about the significance, the milestone, the marker that is now perched atop the significant hallowed ground that is Ground Zero. So we're going to talk to him in a couple of minutes. Please stay tuned for that. But next, Mitt Romney campaigned with Senator Paul Ryan, then Senator Marco Rubio. And today, take a look. It is Senator Kelly Ayotte from New Hampshire, as you can see. Become a bit of a trend here, but it's what Romney said about what he would do about Osama bin Laden. We were talking about that a moment ago. It made a little news today. We're going to play that for you next.